Hello everybody, welcome back to AI War 2. Strategic Sage here with the challenge run that I've been talking about. Finally going to get it underway here now that we're through the patch roughness. And we had a lot of ideas that people gave out. I appreciate those on what to do for this, but they really were all over the map. There wasn't anything close to a consensus, and so I decided to go with my own instinct. Now we've done a lot, probably too many runs on the difficulty 7 standard level with all kinds of different factions. We've seen all the factions there are currently in the game. And so I'm going to boost up the AI to difficulty 9, but we're going to go only me and the AI, what's known as a pure type of run. We're going to take on the Special Forces Master, which is going to have particularly strong Warden and Hunter fleets. Generally, those are considered to be among the toughest parts of dealing with the AI on the higher levels, so we're just sort of doubling down on that. We're using the Kite Master AI type, which is the toughest one to deal with also for those subfleets. And I should mention that I did a test of a different galaxy just to see how the opening went, and it is very easy to have, in the first 10-12 minutes, totally lost game. The pressure that they're going to be putting on us is pretty severe, and time is absolutely of the essence. So we look around here. We don't care about anything outside our system. Normally, I'd go and look out around the galaxy, and I'd be saying things like in my beginner walkthrough, I talked about always defend your homeworld first. That's true if you're learning the game. It's not true here. We do not have time to be cautious and secure. We will act swiftly and perhaps even rashly, or we will get overrun. There is no third option. So I'm going with the fleets of the parasites here, hence the Attack of the Zombies name for the series, doing a different fleet naming and planet naming theme than I've done before. And with the parasites, they only get 2 ship lines. Most of them get 3 to 4. But the reason for that is they have the Mugger frigate. This is the strongest frigate line that you can start in any of the beginning fleets with. They cost a lot of money, and they are slow. On the other hand, they have that powerful fusion bomb attack, bypassing 60% of any personal shields, not the bubble ones. And they have zombification. And they get zombifying parasites to go along with them. So, given our need to strike quickly at the beginning, we're going to boost up both of those. We've got Technologist for the parasites, and Fusion for the Mugger frigate. Now let's say I were to just do that. Again, we're only going up 2 levels because we might get more tech vaults and, going up to 5,000 with limited science at the beginning, not really viable. But if we built this as is, we would have 4 minutes to build all of them. Consider that we started with 4 Mugger frigates, and now it's going to be up to 6 because we upped Fusion. And we don't have 4 minutes. That's too long. We've got to get built quicker. So how are we going to do that? Well, if we pop down in here, the factories start with 2,000 build speed each. So that's 4,000 between the 2 of those. Most of the starting factories from the support fleets will give you 5 engineers, and you get 5 engineers from your home command station. So that would be an additional 10 of them, and they get 200 build speed each. So that means you'd normally have 6,000 build speed to start the game, but we're actually going to get up to 7,000 because the Rejuvenator Combat Factory gives you those extra 5 engineers. I want to boost the engineering further, though, to speed that up more. Now, the first one boost is going to get us up to from 15 to 20 engineers, and also upgrade them from 200 to 300, 50% boost. That's not bad. Overall, that's another 3,000, gets us up to 10,000 build speed. But that's still not enough. Let's pop in here and see what the second upgrade does. We're going to move up from 13 and 7 to 21 and 11, so we're going to have 32 engineers. They're going to move up to 300 to 400. And do the math on all that, the way it comes out at is almost another 7,000. So we're going to be close to 17,000, or about 2.5 times the build speed. Now, we're going to lose a little bit of that just because it takes a little bit of metal to build up the engineers themselves, 2,500 metal each. But we're still going to be able to get all of these fleets built in almost exactly half the time that it would take without investing that upgrade. Total of 2,500 science going into engineering, Well worth it, in my opinion. Leaves us a little bit left with 4,000. Now, our first goal is going to be to capture whatever fleet is nearby. We don't care what's in it. We'll deal with that later. We have Fake, Killya, and Ether. We have 3 planets nearby. We know one of them is going to have a fleet, and we're going to take that fleet because we absolutely have to power ourselves up to deal with the quickly increasing resistance that we're going to see from the AI. And then once our fleet's ready, we'll have some more choices to make. Okay, so we've got everything almost ready. 1:50 seconds in. There's one Mugger frigate that's only about halfway built, but I figure it'll be roughly done by the time we actually get into position. Killya is our target. It's the only thing we care about right now, so we're going to get everything in there, and we're even bringing the battle station. I am leaving no stone unturned here in terms of doing this quickly. Now, here in Killya, we've got a Sabbath guard post. I don't like that. I got to keep my muggers away from that thing. Unarmed guard posts. We've got a few gravity generators over by this one. But the key thing is knocking out the command station, clearing route for where we want to build our station. And I think we'd want to build it actually down in this area. Bit of a protection on Needle Egg's entrance to the homeworld, and then, you know, this angle going towards all the incoming traffic that would be coming in. And I think the only thing I have to do is take out the command station to do that. So let's have at it. Okay, you're moving up there pretty quick. Let's get you unloaded. Attack move and get right up there by the command station and convert, zombify as many of them as possible. You move out this way. Waiting for the rest of the building to finish. And there it is. Okay. So now we're moving back into the homeworld. I want to load up everything in our support fleet now that it's done building the combat ships. And I actually, to save just a bit more time, I turned off this combat sentry frigate, but you can build that now. And then where do we want to build defense here? We're going to take this, but then we got 2 other systems, Fake and Ether. So we need to take a look around more. And actually, I also need to do an upgrade here because I do want to upgrade our turrets now. The pike turrets that we started with, could have done it earlier. Going to grab that so that we're building Mark II ones. And then I don't care about the ARS, but let's see what GCAs we might want. We've got one over here in Wind. Shredder turrets and tachyon arrays do not particularly impress me. Shredder is a melee turret. Short one, good damage. But just the tachyons being the second of only 2 things in a GCA, no. Ether over here. Harmonics are technologist. Bulwarks, I think, are melee as well. Am I right about that? Yeah. And then the tractor arrays. I like the tractors better than the tachyons. More importantly, we got 3 different turret types. Now, it's not as many as the 5 shredders, but I still like this one better overall, definitely. And then over here in Petra, assault frigates, fusion. Vanguards are ambush, vampire claws, melee, raiders are raid. And then what are we getting up in this one? Velociraptors, ambush, and raid frigates, raid. Okay, so we're looking at some ambush and raid here for sure, and then the fusion that goes with us. But I think I'm given the 4 fleet lines there and the fact that there's some decent numbers in there. I think I definitely want to grab that fleet in Petra. It's the next fleet I'm going to want of obviously the only 2 that we see right now. But it's not one I'm going to want to bypass, particularly given this sort of choke point approach. And then I could turn Ether into an economic station and fuel the economy that way. And that's the better of the GCAs. So that's all fitting together really well. I think I'm going Killya, Ether, Petra. We should be able to do some really rapid fire captures here, which again is going to be huge. That means I only need to build turrets towards Fake. And it's only one direction to build in this early in the game on the homeworld. Very happy with that as well. Let's get some of these up. Pike turrets. Tachyon arrays. Decent spread there. I want my Watchman frigates, but the assaults are too expensive to build quite this early. And then let's see. Throw a decent spread of those. Tractors all in place. So when those get built, we should have a decent amount of defense built up. There we go. Everything loaded up into our wonderful support factory, and that's going to come in here and help us out. Alright, looks like we're trying to run away here already. Let's prevent a little bit of that if we can. Okay, and... oh, more coming out this way. Well, let's grab you. Some of the raptors skating by. We should be able to fire at a decent amount of these. Convert what we can. I want a nice zombie screen. Oh, you're already in here. Unload. But as much of a zombie screen as I can so they don't interfere with me when I try to build a command station. Come on. Clear them out. There we are. Let's knock this out now. Boom. And now we're going to build. 2.5 minutes in, building our second command station because we are in a hurry. No two ways about it. You know, somewhere around there. I think it should be roughly the right area. I don't really care how close it is to this. I just want to have some distance from fake and be able to cover this with the shield, which I think that will do. Now, actually, I mean, all of their ships are escaping. There's no more ships in here. They're running away, joining the threat fleet. We will have to deal with that. I don't actually need my combat fleet in here anymore because I think the support fleet plus the battle station can give this thing cover, and it won't need cover for very long at all. So yeah, I'm moving on out already. All right. What are you? Are you paralyzed? Your engine's stunned. Okay, I'm not waiting for you. There aren't that many ships. I'm not waiting for you. You are moving to Ether. Then let's get this built. There it is. And enemy ships on Killya? Who? Oh, we just built our stuff and they actually haven't gotten all the way out yet. Whatever. Now, we're going to get the force fields up next. Oh yeah, they're going to cover. I mean, I'm going to build them just a little bit forward. This is actually pretty good spacing. So that way I'll have to do significant damage to our force fields in order to get through to my home world. And then I'm pretty close to the max distance I could get on this vector. That's not bad. And all these zombies are going to go off and do their thing. Let's check in on our fleet heading off on its merry way. And actually, let me check in one more thing. Nope, they haven't started claiming that one yet. They're probably going to be dealing with the force fields over here, and that's fine. Okay, back to work. Back to Ether. Alright, we're in. So what do we want to do here? You're going to want the economic command station right on this wormhole because Petra's way over there. We've got nucleophilic down here. These over here, but I don't think... yeah, the MLRS turrets, can they interfere with me? No. So I have no reason, I don't think, not to just go hammer this. Take that out and build over here. So we're getting some really quick captures in. And let's go ahead and do that. And we will move back here. And yeah, okay, now we are starting to claim this. Now I've got to decide what I'm going to do with these ships. I've got to decide what I want to do with them now. And we are... okay, we're not quite up with the force fields here. Because if I want, I can steal these ships off of here and move them to my primary fleet so they can get built faster. They wouldn't get built as fast by waiting for this to be claimed. But what am I actually going to want? I have 3 open slots here. What one of these will I want to move on there? Because I don't want to build them and then have to move them to a different fleet later. That's going to waste metal. I think they definitely want the assault frigate on there with the muggers and then the raiders to make both of them move faster. I like that. Vampire claws and vanguards, though? Do I necessarily want those on there? I don't think so. This one, Velociraptor raid frigate. I probably want the frigates on there with it as well. And then in a second fleet, Velociraptors, Vampire claws, and vanguards. Yeah. So I think I want to move the raid frigates on there. And also, we've got raid and ambush in both fleets. So I'm probably going to want to upgrade one of those. And let's see what else we have looking around. We've got ARSs of all... Boy, lots of good stuff in that one. Subterfuge. That's not one I'm going to be super excited about. Plasma and scrap turrets. That's disruptive. And what else? Raid. That's a raid turret. Okay, I may very well want to grab that. Got frigate IGC, so probably get that. And then this ARS. Parasites definitely. And stingrays are nice too, but we'll be getting the parasites. I'm probably going to want this, which means I'm probably going to want more disruptive and raid investment. But I think I can be confident with the number of raid stuff I have now, I'm going to want to put a level into it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can swap out those raid frigates. There we are. And put them in our main fleet and get them started helping out a little bit more quickly. There we go. Let's get this done. We just got to clear out these few ships here.
Taking fire in enemy territory.
And they are what? They were snipers. Knock you out. Boom. Okay. We're going to build our economic command. Basically right in front of that wormhole. And I think, for now, I just want to have them come over here and defend. I don't have anybody else over here. We do have our force field up here, so we can load that and go. This isn't ready yet. We're building our third command station. 3 minutes and 3 seconds into the game. Just a little bit unusual there.
We're on it.
Pikes. Gravity generators. And I'm sure you're probably noticing that I'm showing more of this stuff in this game. And that's just because, again, this is different than normal. This level of difficulty is not what we've been seeing previously. And so I think it's worth diving in, especially at the very beginning here when there is so much additional resistance that will be had. We're not seeing it yet, but we will. Tractors. You know, I just think I want to keep everything in range of this.
We'll do our best.
And then we'll go ahead and nope, not sentries. Let's go ahead and build the Watchman frigates again, but not the assaults. Then you're going to power up over there. And I'll keep the battle station here for now, but I'll probably move it on soon. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think I need you in here. Did I send you to load or not? Let's do that anyway. Okay. Then let's have you move in here.
But of course.
Let's see if you can help with this at all. What do we have here? Oh, brawler frigates. How fun. Try to help out with them, but I want to get this running. And my support fleet's going to take a little bit to get in here. Everything's waiting behind me. On the other hand, we're burning through metal like crazy, as you would expect. And yeah, that's what you're for, though, you wonderful zombies, is to just soak up fire and distract the enemy. Okay, here we go. Build, build, build. There we are. And now we're going to get our force fields up.
I'll make this happen.
And that's the thing we're capturing. We've got to make sure they don't destroy it, but I don't see that happening. We've got snipers shooting away here. But let's go after these brawlers. Let's see if we can't do anything with them. Okay. Fleet's ready. This stuff is building. I think it'll be okay. Let's move on our battle station. And get this fleet in here to help out as well. We could build some more turrets possibly, but look at that. We're about to be starving. We're about to grind completely through our metal. Let's convert these brawler
Low.
frigates. It's going to take a bit of doing, but let's do it.
Metal exhausted. Reinforcements
Yep.
stopped.
There we go, 19% metal. So we're not getting away with that for a while. Okay, let's focus fire on a second one. And now the brawlers think they're going to run away. That's unlikely. Bingo. Let's get another one.
Begin firing as soon as we're in range.
We'll stay away from this, but I think we've got plenty of room. Yep. You're gone, and one more.
Begin firing sequence.
Come on. Knock it out. Okay, they're trying to run to Patra, so I want to try to prevent that. We have you. And you can get over here as well.
Moving out.
Alright. Focus there. Bingo. Now get down here.
Systems have been updated to reflect our arrival time.
Yep, they're shooting this right here. But we're not going to let them destroy it. Back to starving. Another brawler frigate. Let's get rid of you. There we go. Okay, we've got snipers. You're all ticking this group off. See another brawler over there. I think I just kind of want to let them do whatever at the moment. We've got almost no metal. We got a little bit of cleanup to do in this system, but it's looking really good. So I think we're off to a fine start. Still got to hit Petra. And then we'll take a closer look at the wider galaxy. Until we get to that, thanks for watching, everybody. More AI War 2 will continue.